with Menthol leading the charge offensively. 5 minutes on the clock, 6 players on the field. Let's get underway. We've got Aphelion in blue, Menthol in orange. Looks like kickoff pressure is going to go to Menthol. Canadian over to David now, over, across. No shooter coming in there, so Roberts gets a free touch in the corner. Bringing it out now. Salvo waiting, does read the ball well and gets it all the way down to the blue half. A little bit of a 3-on-1 here. Good save by Panna, sends it out to the corner. Dave able to keep pressure, puts it back down. Canadian snuffed out by Roberts. Now Panna up to TDs, follows it into the net, but Salvo is going to be there on the goal line to make the save. First 40 seconds of the game nearly gone, and we have had a lot of action so far already.
Yeah, right out the gate, they're coming out with a lot of offensive pressure here. It's good to see both teams looking to kind of shoot right off the top, but you know, nothing really super threatening quite yet. But right now, Menthol has got it on the Aphelion side, and they are looking to take first blood here, Croc.
Yeah, both teams looking pretty good. That was a good pass, and a pass off the backboard. Roberts is going to strike first here in game number 1. A minute and 3 seconds into game number 1, and we've got our first goal. Great pop off the back wall from Panna. Roberts able to come spike it straight down. Canadian not there in time, and Aphelion go up 1-0.
Great speed there by Roberts to get up, and the defender just didn't have any time to get up. They're really, really good play from the Aphelion side. Nice little first goal there.
Yeah, and again, both these teams with even records, and, you know, we're at a point where placement is really going to start to matter soon on that leaderboard. You got to make sure you're getting into a playoff spot, because we don't have as many match days left as people think with the 2 breaks coming up in June and July. So it's really time to start focusing on these wins. Each game matters, especially when you're right behind 500, but both teams could have a possibility of going above 500 tonight. It looks like Aphelion's going to be one step closer. The goal goes in from TD's top left corner. Salvo, not the greatest touch, ends up kind of throwing it away. Can't get there for the second one. Canadian rotating through Dave off the backboard. Can't quite get there in time. TD's takes goal number 2 for Aphelion.
Salvo rough touch, trying to get that clear out. Panna with a great pass off of the mistake. Immediately takes advantage. TD's right there in the great shooting percentage, or shooting position, sorry, and was able to immediately put that in. Nice placement, nice shot. 2-0 for Aphelion at 3 minutes here. Ooh, but Menthol again looking to respond here.
Yeah, TD is going to try and clear it out to the left side. Dave comes in, keeps the pressure. And on the back wall, going to get a soft touch. Going to be looking for a 50 on Canadian, but Canadian able to get it by him. Loses control of the ball, so TD's taking it into the orange corner. Salvo pops it way out. Should be Panna's ball, but ends up getting a rough pop. Able to keep control on it as one orange player goes flying by. Dave now with control, plenty of space here. Sees Roberts coming in, tries to get the flick by. Not going to be fooled by it. Roberts gets a good challenge. Popped it out center for TD's. TD's with another opportunity, but Salvo able to clear it all the way down. Roberts not really pressured here, gives the ball away to Dave. Dave popping out of the corner into the center, and Roberts able to get that one out and away from harm. But almost great opportunity there from Menthol, and they really have to start getting these opportunities on net. You know, you got about 2 minutes left in game number 1. It's a really close game, really close on the leaderboards, literally tied in the season. So you got to start getting these opportunities on net. You're getting almost there, but you got to finish it up.
Yeah, the chances are definitely there. The shots are coming through, and just like right there, you know, a great opportunity, but just off net. And yeah, it's good to have that constant pressure, that constant presence. But you know, at 5 goals, there's still really not been anything all that threatening for Aphelion to have to deal with. Whereas most of Aphelion's plays that are coming through off of these passing plays and some good midfield looks, they've all been pretty difficult to deal with on the Menthol side. So Menthol definitely going to be looking to improve that shooting accuracy.
Yeah, I will say, based off of the this first game so far, I can see why Menthol has so many goals for and so many goals against, while having the same exact record as Aphelion, who has much less in both of those stat categories. Good demo here on Panna, gonna open up the goal line, but Roberts able to make it back in time. Good save on the shot. TD's now trying to get it down to the Menthol side. Salvo has something to say about it. Big clear all the way back. Panna smartly puts that to the corner and not right back in front of him. Dave now not going to make a touch here, so TD's able to send it across to Roberts. Roberts pass back to TD's, but it's actually going to be a little bit of a fake, I think, from TD's. See exactly what the orange defender here was trying to read. Salvo goes up, No, just not able to read the shot. I thought maybe he got fooled by where TD's was. Just not able to quite read it, get up to it in time. So that's going to be Aphelion going up 3-0.
Yeah, that's really tough from the Menthol side. Dav, not quite the clear that they really wanted there, and immediately taken advantage of. Aphelion, though, something that's really important, I think, is that Aphelion is really looking for their teammates significantly more than Menthol is, and Menthol is, oh my gosh, actually it doesn't even matter. Roberts just absolutely dusts Canadian there. Canadian took what would have been the correct bounce read, but Roberts puts it down underneath, right off the bounce. It's a beautiful goal for there, and at this point, Menthol's just got to reset the mental game.
Yeah, really good shot there. And it's, you know, this is looking out of reach for Menthol. Now Menthol's going to have to mentally reset and figure out what they're doing wrong. And I hope they can figure it out. It doesn't seem too complicated from the desk, at least right now. They just have to get more shots towards the net with power. Really good pressure right now. Just got to find a way to, whenever they beat a defender, to really get a good opportunity. Salvo coming in here, going to be snuffed out by Roberts, sent away to the corner. Dav now tries to get it by Pana, not going to work out this time, so Pana's off the wall, but Canadian there to challenge early. TDs gets it by Canadian. Dav is going to be able to put it back into the blue side. Maybe they can get a momentum goal here. Clock hits 0. Scoreline, oh, a little bit of lag there. Thought it was going to be kept alive, but the ball does hit the ground. Aphelion is going to take this game 4-0. Game number 1 going to the team representing the Cosmos here. And man, just look at that. 4 shots on goal and 3 goals for Robert. 7-9, 7-7. Get your hats on the field, ladies and gentlemen. A cycle for TDs and a little bit of a rough stat line over here for Menthol.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really tough. You know, the shots were there. You had 7-7, so you're even in shots for the Menthol side against Aphelion. But like we were talking about, the opportunities were just not as threatening. They weren't looking for the teammates as much. They were really kind of relying on the backboard and the side posts to kind of get those offensive opportunities. And you know, Aphelion just dealt with it really effectively and got it out, got the counterattacks going, and pretty much every single mistake that Menthol made on the defensive end, Aphelion took pretty much immediate advantage of and made a goal happen out of it. So, you know, if you're on the Menthol side, you're still in this. You definitely have the pressure there. You have the presence on the offensive side of the ball. You just need to kind of, you know, clean it up a little bit, look for your teammates, and I think that they'll bounce back here in game 2.
I think so as well. One correction I do need to make: TDs did not actually get a cycle. I forget that the stat line on the on our overlay, the RSC overlay, shows the shots before the saves, and so I mistakenly read it as a cycle. Either way, both teams going to have another chance at glory here in game number 2. Have coming together with a pinch from Canadian, but end up in the corner instead of on net. Salvo puts it down early. Roberts there to read it. Up to TDs on the wall. Not going to be able to get a touch there, so Roberts comes in, tries to get it centered out for Pana. Pana will be first to it, puts a shot towards the net. Double commit on the save attempt is not going to be enough. I don't think that the double commit ended up being a bad thing here.
Canadian got bumped.
Oh, okay, yeah, there was actually a little bit of a bump, so there's just got to be a little bit, you know, a little bit of trust in your teammates, also a little bit of teammate awareness and some comms going on there. Who's going out first for the ball, who's going to be second, who's going to be last. Gotta have that in mind whenever you're making goal line saves like that.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Aphelion up again, and Menthol trying to kind of recover here, but it just, the touches that are coming out, not quite what they want it to be right now, you know? And I think that ultimately that just comes from being maybe potentially a little bit frustrated from the last game. I really am hoping that they're able to kind of get that mental game back under control and start getting the offensive pressure that they had before. And that, right as I say that, Dav comes out, gets a great touch past TDs, and then puts it down. Actually, he balled the entire team. Great play by Dav, and that may be what Menthol needs to get back in here.
Yeah, it really looked like Dav was going to take a touch to the outside in the corner there. That Hunter boost was there for the taking from Dav, and the blue defender read that play, pre-jumped it, tried to get in for a really good, solid 50, but Dav fooled everybody, brought it back towards the inside. Really good play there, and a good opportunity from TDs there. Salvo credited with the epic save on that one. Aphelion trying to answer early. TD's taking it back into the zone, into the corner, pops it up high, beats one defender, 2 now on the backboard. Dav sends it away, but TD's and Pana now trying to get it back in. It looks like TD's are going to have to retreat into the corner for this one. Salvo off the backboard. Challenged by Panis into the outside. Now Canadian's up. Dav going to try and read this before TDs. Does get the touch, but it's not going to be favorable. Goes out of the zone. So TDs with a little bit of boost here, trying to get it against the air dribble bump and the goal. And gets it in style as well. Comes high off the wall. Nice little flip into the ball. Gets one extra touch. And then the bump on Salvo. Salvo had no chance whenever TD's got his car in the way there. Aphelion up 2-1.
Wow. And that is absolutely brutal if you're on the side of... if you're Salvo in that situation. Did everything that they needed to do. Got up there to challenge the ball. But TD's was just right there to put the paint on and... got that great air dribble bump, and that was a beautiful second goal for Aphelion to take the lead.
Salvo now up, challenged by TDs, gets the ball under him. Panna pass up to TDs. I think TDs gets bumped here, able to read it off the back wall, pops it up high for Roberts, but Dav able to send it away. Panna keeps really good pressure, pops that back towards the center. Roberts should turn on this one and does. Has plenty of boost to make a play. Can't get it by Canadian on the back wall. Good defensive play, but can't make the second touch off the ceiling. Salvo, a little bit of a cut there, does make the save, and I think Dav, yeah, Dav's not too awkward after it. It's not too bad there. Now Salvo has plenty of time here. Pops it up high, kind of gives away his time, and then has to send the ball out early. Salvo reads it well, gets the ball off the back wall, double touch into the net. Not really a double touch, I guess, but reads the bounce. Close enough to a double touch. It was on the... Oh, no. I thought Salvo hit that one off the back wall. Really good pass up from Canadian off the back wall. Thought Salvo had two of them there, but just had the one read off the back wall.
That was honestly a really crucial goal. It's good for the Menthol side that Salvo was able to get that read down onto it. And I think if you're on the Aphelion side, they're a little bit far up down that situation, but great bop over the top to get the assist, and really crucial tying goal for the Menthol team.
Dav now pops one softly towards the net. TD's able to make the save. A really good placement, not a lot of power. Salvo with an opportunity here, sends it on net, sent away by the blue defender. Now Roberts up on the back wall, is going to clear it way downfield. TD should be first one to this, challenged by Canadian. Salvo able to come in and get the ball a little bit up the sidewall. Flips by the ball, going to pass back here for Dav, it looks like. Ends up just popping it for himself. Canadian coming in, open shot, but TD's actually has something to say about that. Comes in from off camera to challenge. Good challenge there. Roberts with a big clear, not a lot of boost, so going to leave it for TD's. Turns here for a challenge. Now Panna going to be looking for a pass up. No, going for the double touch off the back wall. Good defensive play there. Canadian now touches it down towards the zone net. Could have been dangerous, but Dav there to make a play. TD's now trying to reset the pressure. Pop up center for Panna. Panna pop down for Roberts, and Roberts can't quite muscle it through Canadian. Good save there. These, a lot of pressure coming out from both of these two teams, and this is really anyone's game right now, but who do you think is going to take the edge?
Right now, I mean, kind of what I'm predicting. I think Aphelion's going to get the go-ahead goal. Menthol's going to probably potentially tie it up, and we're either going to get an overtime, or Menthol will get a second goal on that. That's going to be my kind of in-depth prediction here. So I think Dav is going to absolutely just crush that right away. Yeah. What a beautiful read, wheel touch off that, and that was a really nice third goal for the Menthol side. Wow, my prediction's over.
That it is. Nice little touch off the back wall. Good car control, slows it down, gets the wheels on the ball, puts it straight down into the net. 3-2 in favor of Menthol here. Now maybe a 4-2 opportunity. Whoa. Salvo puts it in. DD's looks like he was almost there. Can't quite get back in time to make the greatest touch for the save. Ends up coming across. Salvo clearly beating him to that ball. Might have been better off waiting and letting Salvo take the shot. Or maybe even a controlled touch to slow down the play a little bit. But now up by 2 is Menthol with just 39 seconds left here in game 2. Looking to tie up the series. Canadian up high early. Gonna try and get a read here. Does get a nice dunk onto Roberts. Keeps the pressure. Salvo off the back wall. Dav in early. Not gonna be able to make that read. Panna up towards the ceiling. Roberts now down towards the goal. Salvo able to send it away. Was gonna be backward, not on net anyways. But 14 seconds remain now, and it does look like Menthol are going to take game number 2, but there is an opportunity here as there's 8 seconds remaining, and TD's has just made it a 1-goal game.
Yeah, and that's a really unfortunate breakdown for the Menthol side on defense. You know, like when you're up by 2, the only thing that you can do that ruins your chances and really puts yourself in an awkward spot is giving up a goal off of just rotational mistakes. It's exactly what happened, and Aphelion's gonna be looking to see if they can get the tying goal here. Oh
Doesn't
my
look like it's
goodness.
gonna happen as Canadian puts the nail in the coffin on the near post shot off the kickoff. Dab gets the boost here, pokes the ball up. Pana's not gonna have any boost to be able to get there, and the goal line defender demoed by Dab. Great play there from Menthol to go up by 2 again with just 2 seconds left. This will be Menthol's game. Unless this ball can go straight into the net twice. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Rolls along the ground. Clock hits 0. Game comes to an end, and we have a 1-1 series.
Yeah, and you know, Salvo ends up being the MVP of the lobby, but at the end of the day, Dav just came out and made some incredible plays at really crucial times. You know, they were tied 2-2, hits an incredible double tap to put them up in the lead. They're within one or Aphelions within 1 goal. You know, near the end, gets a really crucial demo off a pass over to Canadian, and that puts them kind of into the safety zone. So, you know, Salvo gets the MVP on the scoreboard, but I think Dav really came out and had a huge performance for them.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree. I do think that Salvo probably deserves the MVP. Dav involved in 4 out of the 5 goals, right? And a beautiful demo there at the end to get the last one. But the 2 saves coming out from Salvo really helped keep the game out of Aphelion's hands, right? Aphelion had a lot of pressure, 7 shots on net, same amount as Menthol, but the 2 saves from Salvo and the one from Canadian really kept them in the game. So let's see if Salvo can continue to play some solid goal line defense and if Dav is going to continue to pop off here in the midfield and in the offensive third as we move into game 3.
Now, who do you takes this one, Croc? I have no clue. These teams are so back and forth.
Yeah, these are really even teams, but I think Menthol does take it based on momentum right now. They just came in, they won a really good and close game number 2, and I think that they're just playing a little bit quicker. I won't say better Rocket League, but I think they're playing a little bit quicker than Aphelion is right now. But if they end up playing too quick and getting out of position, panicking a little bit, the precision that Aphelion has been showing could come back to bite them in the butt and really cause them to fall apart in game 3 here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Menthol right now really trying to ride that momentum from game 2 going forward. Aphelion trying to reset that precision that you're talking about that they did have in game 1. They absolutely dissected Menthol apart in the game 1 as well, but nice response there. We have a 1-1 series as we're getting down to 4 minutes remaining in our game 3.
4 minutes to play, not a goal scored yet. Pana looking to make a change to that. I don't know if it was a shank or if there was a 50, but the ball ends up going into the corner. Couldn't quite see it. Salvo now is going to try and set up an attack for the orange team. Kind of throws the ball into the corner, throws away possession a little bit. Pana able to at least bring in 2 of the orange players, so no shooter going to be able to come in for that ball bouncing in the midfield. Pana now up, puts it down off the backboard. Roberts up for the shot, does get a touch, not going to be a great one, and Dab with a beautiful save. I'm pretty sure everybody thought Roberts was scoring there. Dab able to take it all the way down the field, not going to be able to get it past Pana, as Pana comes hustling back, able to make the save on the near post. Double kill here for the Menthol team, have plenty of space and time to clear it away. Ends up giving the ball away to Pana in the midfield. Canadian now, pass up to Dab. Dab pops it over the defender. Roberts should be able to get there and does. Into the corner now is Canadian. Pops it out center for Salvo. Salvo puts a soft one towards net, so Pana's going to clear that one away. Roberts up early off the back wall. Not going to have enough boost for the double, but a shooter could come in. Salvo's going to clear it away before a shooter has the opportunity. Now TD is trying to reset the pressure. This has been really good pressure from Aphelion, and I think they've played better Rocket League over the past 60 to 70 seconds than Menthol has.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I think that on the defensive side, actually, Aphelion is definitely struggling a little bit, and I think if Menthol are able to kind of reestablish the speed and pressure that they had, I think Aphelion's going to be in trouble. But right now, just the passing plays that are coming out from Aphelion, you know, their offensive rotations as well have been really clean, really smooth. Not a whole lot of mistakes that are happening in the midfield and on the offensive end. So, you know, Menthol is holding on right now 0-0 as we pass the halfway mark, but honestly, at this point, I think Aphelion is definitely poised to kind of break this one open.
TDs with an opportunity on the near post. Off the woodwork and in, and there's the dabbing Reaper for just to put a little salt in the wound. Salvo gets caught here, faced backwards, tries to just read the bounce off the wall, let the ball land on him, but TDs comes in quick and speedy, able to put it off the right side post and roll it in.
You know, I feel like my predictions at this point, they're poised to be kind of essentially confirmed or denied pretty much immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I've been casting with you for a while, and I can confirm that that's pretty true. There's not very many predictions that you make that are left sitting and simmering for a while.
No,
they're like either immediately true or immediately just wrong.
Yeah. It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, opportunity here for Pana on Aphelion. Salvo's going to be able to send it away to the right side wall. Roberts there to challenge early. Good double touch comes out to the center, sent away by Canadian. No follow-up pressure from Menthol here, so TDs takes his time, leaves the ball for Pana, past one of the orange attackers. Now pass to Salvo, last line of defense, able to get the ball into the corner off of a 50. TDs comes in early, not going to be able to get the pressure re-established, so Canadian now. Time for Menthol to set up some pressure. Great demo there, Canadian on the near post. Reads the ball off the wall, sends it home, and we are tied up at 1-1 here in Game 3.
Wow, amazing demo there by Salvo, and an even better read there by Canadian off that corner bounce. It was huge for Menthol. They were getting down close to the wire, almost about to have to start throwing your third up a little bit, pulling out the goalie if you're a hockey fan. But at the at the minute and 16 goal, really crucial for them. Now let's see if they can kind of ride this and move forward and potentially get another one to put themselves up in the lead.
We shall see. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a 1v2 situation here for TDs. Able to flick by one, gets the demo, and the ball just rolls slowly in. 52 seconds remain, and Aphelion able to take the lead here late in game number 3.
Wow, TDs, this is the second time he's done that. He gets the ball up in the air, he pops it over, and he just bumps or murders the defender that's sitting there in net, and a great play there to take the lead, and that's got to be really huge for your mental game if you're Aphelion. That's a really, that's a play that really can get you hyped up. So great play by TDs there to potentially get them kind of rolling into a Game 3 victory here.
Canadian and Menthol going to be trying to put the ball back into the net, get the game tied back up at 2-2. Series tied 1-1 right now. We've already kind of talked about how crucial it is for every game at this point in the season. Fighting for playoff spots already has begun. Hannah here going to leave that one for Roberts. Cleared away by Dav. Not great. Canadian with an open net. Ball is going to roll in with just 13 seconds remaining. We are tied back up here in game number 3.
Wow, and TD's the one that had just put them up in the lead, makes a crucial mistake as the third back. Canadian takes immediate advantage of it, and that's going to be 2-2, and Menthol is definitely really happy about getting that break there. They're going to be trying to potentially take this, keep this away from overtime as Salvo gets the bump. Canadian's there, and it's Salvo with the bump, Canadian with the goal again, and Menthol, they were down 1 with 10 seconds left in this game, and now they're up 1. And then they're looking to take and actually steal away this third game here, Croc.
Yeah, now Aphelion's definitely got to be sweating right now, right? And look, the mistakes are starting to come out. Once one happens and it leads to a goal, the floodgates open. Really rough play from Aphelion in this last 30 seconds, and it leads to a Menthol win here in game number 3. Canadian MVP according to the game, and MVP according to me as well, definitely carried his team to a victory, regardless of how easy that last goal or the game tying goal was, and really how easy that last goal was too. First goal, absolutely beautiful, but 3 shots on net, all 3 of them going to be going in for a score this time. Menthol take down Aphelion 3-2 in game number 3.
Yeah, and it's good to see Canadian kind of stepping up. Dav and Salvo have been really carrying the load of the work in game number 2. Canadian comes in, shows that he can play too. He's ready to go. And, you know, I know that TDs has got to be shaking his head right now. He got to be upset with himself. I had 2 incredibly nice goals, but ended up making a mistake that kind of unleashed the floodgates there. Menthol take away that game 3, and now they're going to be going into this game 4 up 2-1, potentially trying to get about as close of a reverse sweep as you can get in a 4-game series.
Yeah, I mean, it technically would be a reverse sweep, right? You know, win one game, then you go 3-1. almost like a best of 5 reverse sweep here, and I bet they're feeling it too. They've got to have the momentum. They've got to have the hype going on in voice comms right now. You know, most of the people here watching also play in this league. I'm sure you all feel the same way. If you drop the first game, then win 2 in a row, you're definitely looking to bring home game number 4 and get that 3-1 record for the night. Salvo here, pass up to Canadian. Canadian's not going to be able to get there quick enough. Roberts takes it to the outside. Salvo pops it down on the net, and Pana just looks like it couldn't quite read the shot. Let's see what happens here. Maybe Pana got a little bit rough on the rotation. Just really good shot there. Yeah, stays high. I thought the ball came a little lower. Pana just couldn't get up there in time. Good goal early for Menthol.
Yeah, that's brutal. Pana sitting there in net trying to figure out when that ball's coming out. But Salvo, great shot. But TD's, oh my goodness, Canadian with a beautiful save. TD's was going to have that goal. That was going to be in and going to be the tying goal for the game. But Canadian saves him out. Pana trying to get it across. Does get it popped up, but not able to get it over. And right now, you know, Aphelion, they're just absolutely scrambling to try to get this goal tied up. And they've got some pressure here of their own starting brewing here with 4 minutes left.
Dav's going to have a free touch here. Pops it towards the net. Pana and Roberts back early. Roberts pops it up high. Pana up, trying to get it down off the back wall. And the Roberts, I guess, was going to be the shooter there. So TD's is going to be retreating back. No boost. Going to try and get a touch. Does get a touch, so no danger right away. Dav gets a demo on Pana, so the net could be a little open here. Pass challenged by Roberts and sent away. Dav now in his own corner to get the ball. Pops off the side. Roberts able to read it. Definitely looking dangerous now. Salvo with a soft touch out to the mid. TD's down. Gets it down. Pana now going to be able to get a strong touch towards the net. So Salvo able to turn and clear it away to Dav. Dav misses the read on the wall. So Roberts able to put it back towards the orange corner. And now up looking for a teammate in the center. Very soft touch. Dav able to send it away. And now TD is challenging. Doesn't get the jump onto the wall that he wants. This is soft on the net. So Roberts going to be able to send it back into the corner. Honor boost here, can't get it by Canadian, re-centered out, TDs and Pana both up, net kind of open, Dav not able to get it by the defenders or the post. This has been a lot of pressure coming out for Menthol here in the mid part of this game, and Aphelion really need to step up their speed.
No, this, oh my goodness, that was a chance. Double commit on defense, but it was enough to get it into a safe spot. And yeah, you know, right now though, Menthol, they're definitely struggling for boost here. Aphelion looks like they got, I'm pretty sure they got the steal on both hundreds in the back corners. But you know, like Aphelion is really losing. Something I've noticed that they've been kind of losing here is that vision for their teammates. They're starting to rely a lot more on the corners, a lot more on the backboards than they were in game 1 and in game 3 as well, when they had a pretty convincing lead for the most of the game. And I definitely think that that's affecting them right now. They don't seem to be used to this style of play, whereas Menthol seem to thrive on that style. And they, right now, you know, Aphelion just a little bit lost here.
Yeah, I would have to agree. They definitely don't seem to be using their teammates nearly as much as in game 1. I would even argue last game, in game 3, they weren't really using their teammates all that much. A lot of pops off the sidewall, hoping your teammate's the first one to it. More pops high in the air as well, and expecting your teammate to follow up, which is fine. But if you get those more precise passes, you can really cut teams apart. Roberts now puts it center for TDs, and it's almost like the prophecy that we spoke was about to come true. Pana now off the back wall. Canadian able to send it to the corner. Roberts commits, so only one back. TD's able to come in now. Does get it by 1, can't get it by 2. Canadian off the ceiling, gonna miss the second touch, so Pana able to send it back towards the orange corner. Roberts up early, can't get it down, so Salvo has an opportunity to control. TDs comes in early, takes away that opportunity, and puts it center for a teammate. Sent away by Canadian. Roberts comes in, pops it center. TDs is up, gets it over the defender, under the crossbar. We've got a tie game. 1 minute, 7 seconds remain, and TDs is the reason that we are tied.
Yeah, nice purposeful placement here from Aphelion. Right when we were talking about how they need to use their teammates more. Tons of really good infield passes, using the corners to get the balls out to your teammates. And you know, really, really great pressure there that is kind of created by those passing plays. And I think Aphelion right now, they definitely are starting to kind of come awake here. The kind of the game 1 Aphelion that we had seen. And I think that if they're able to kind of continue on this pressure, continue on this vision of their teammates, I think they'll definitely be poised here to take away game 4, Croc.
We shall see. 40 seconds remain before we go into overtime if the scoreline holds. Salvo able to clear it by all of the blue defenders, but Pana able to retreat back in time. Pops it soft for TDs. Back to the corner he goes. Dav now out of the corner into the center. Canadian pops it down by Roberts. Gets it on the back wall, and Salvo able to come in. Finishes it up for the goal. 26 seconds remaining, and Salvo gets the go-ahead goal here.
Man, I swear my predictions, dude. It's like 20 seconds later, they're like, Menthol's like, yo, we can shoot too. It goes up 2-1. 26 seconds remaining. Aphelion's gonna be scrambling now to kind of get this game tied up, potentially send it game 4 into overtime. And you know that Menthol has just got to be absolutely chomping at the bit to get this 3-1 victory, Croc.
Yeah, definitely have the momentum now. Don't want to make any stupid mistakes. Right now, you don't have to worry about scoring goals. You have to worry about not getting scored on. 4 seconds remaining, and a big booming clear comes over, hits the wall, comes down. Pana shot on net. Great save by Salvo. Clock is at 0. They're going to let that one die. Menthol take it 3-1.